In 210 BC, one of the greatest empires in human history was on the edge of collapse. The first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, had united a divided land and created the first centralized empire in China. But after his death, a mysterious figure appeared from inside the imperial palace. He was not a general. He was not a noble. He was not even a member of the royal family. He was a eunuch named Zhao Gao. Through deception, manipulation, and ruthless ambition, Zhao Gao would bring down the Qin Dynasty, one of the most powerful empires of the ancient world. But was Zhao Gao truly the man who destroyed a dynasty? Or was he simply a product of a corrupt system? Zhao Gao was born during the Warring States period, a time when China was divided by constant wars. Little is known about his early life. According to historical records, Zhao Gao came from a humble background and eventually entered the Qin imperial palace as a eunuch. In ancient China, eunuchs served the royal family because they could work inside the emperor's private quarters without threatening the imperial bloodline. Most eunuchs remained powerless servants. But Zhao Gao was different. He was intelligent, highly educated, and skilled in law and administration. He gained the trust of Qin Shi Huang and became one of the emperor's personal attendants. Inside the enormous Qin palace, Zhao Gao discovered something important. The closer you were to the emperor, the more power you could obtain. In 210 BC, Qin Shi Huang died during an inspection tour of eastern China. His death created a dangerous power vacuum. The emperor's oldest son, Fusu, was supposed to inherit the throne. Fusu was respected by many officials, especially the famous General Meng Tian. But Zhao Gao saw a threat. If Fusu became emperor, Zhao Gao would lose his influence. So he made a secret alliance with Prime Minister Li Si. Together, they forged Qin Shi Huang's final order. The fake decree commanded Fusu to commit suicide. Meng Tian was also forced to die. The crown prince was eliminated, and Zhao Gao placed another prince on the throne. Hu Hai, the emperor's youngest son. History would remember him as Qin Er Shi, the second emperor of Qin. But he was not a true ruler. He was Zhao Gao's puppet. After Qin Er Shi became emperor, Zhao Gao's power grew rapidly. He controlled access to the emperor. He influenced government decisions. And he removed anyone who opposed him. Many officials were executed. The Qin court became filled with fear. The emperor believed he was still ruling the empire. But in reality, the empire was being controlled by a palace official. Zhao Gao wanted even more power. His ultimate goal was not simply to control the emperor. He wanted to become the person who decided who could live and who could die. One of the most famous stories about Zhao Gao happened in the imperial court. According to historical records, Zhao Gao brought a deer before the emperor and said, "This is a horse." The emperor was confused. He looked at the animal and said, "No, that is a deer." Zhao Gao then asked the officials, "What do you think?" Those who feared Zhao Gao said, "Yes, it is a horse." Those who told the truth were later punished. This event became known as calling a deer a horse. In Chinese, 指鹿为马. Today, this phrase means deliberately twisting reality and forcing others to accept a lie. While Zhao Gao fought for power inside the palace, the empire outside was collapsing. The Qin Dynasty had built enormous projects. The Great Wall, imperial roads, huge palaces. But these achievements came at a terrible cost. Millions of people suffered under heavy taxes and forced labor. Rebellions erupted across China. The empire that Qin Shi Huang created began to break apart. Zhao Gao blamed others for the disasters. He continued manipulating the emperor. But eventually, even he realized that Qin Er Shi had become useless. In 207 BC, Zhao Gao forced the young emperor to commit suicide. He then attempted to control another member of the royal family, Ying. But Ying understood Zhao Gao's danger. Before Zhao Gao could gain more power, Ying arranged his assassination. After years of manipulation and murder, Zhao Gao finally fell. The Qin dynasty lasted only 15 years. It was one of the shortest-lived dynasties in Chinese history. So, was Zhao Gao the man who destroyed the Qin dynasty? The answer is complicated. The Qin dynasty was already weakened by harsh laws, endless wars, and public anger. but Zhao Gao accelerated its collapse. He showed how dangerous power without accountability could become. A single person inside the palace was able to influence the fate of millions. The story of Zhao Gao is not only about a corrupt eunuch. It is a warning from history. When truth becomes dangerous to speak, and power belongs to those who manipulate instead of govern, even the greatest empires can fall. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to China Untold Stories. Discover the hidden stories of China's emperors, warriors, philosophers, and the people who changed history. One story at a time.